Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another exciting video. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: the 3 biggest mistakes you need to avoid when facing the new Asgard boss, Maestro. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, avoiding these common errors will give you a significant advantage in battle. So without further ado, let's jump right in and make sure you're fully prepared to take on Maestro with confidence. The first big mistake to avoid when battling the new Asgard boss, Maestro, is relying on a physical attack team. In previous battles, especially when fighting Osh, physical damage teams were the dominant meta, but facing Maestro requires a completely different approach. Maestro's mechanics are unique, and if you go into the fight with a physical damage heavy team, you'll quickly find yourself at a disadvantage. Here's why. Maestro shifts between 2 forms: material and astral. When he is in the material world, Maestro is surrounded by a special shield called Harbinger's Barrier. This shield gradually builds up resistance to all types of damage over time, whether it's physical, magic, or pure damage. This means that the longer Maestro stays in the material world, the harder it becomes to deal any significant damage to him. However, things change when Maestro transitions to the astral world. In this form, he becomes completely immune to physical attacks, meaning your physical damage dealers will be entirely ineffective. The only way to damage Maestro when he is in the astral world is through magic or pure damage. This shifting mechanic is crucial to understand because it means that a physical damage team, which worked well against other bosses like Osh, won't be effective here. Not only will your physical damage be useless in the astral world, but in the material world, the Harbinger's Barrier will continuously reduce the damage your team can deal over time. Therefore, fighting Maestro with a team focused on physical damage is a major mistake that can significantly hinder your ability to bring him down. To succeed against Maestro, you'll need to focus on heroes that deal magic and pure damage. These damage types will allow you to consistently deal damage, especially during Maestro's astral phase where physical damage simply won't work. Adapting your strategy and building a team that's optimized for the new mechanics of Maestro's fight will give you a much better chance of victory. The second major mistake you'll want to avoid when facing Maestro is not including a healer in your team composition. A healer plays a critical role in this battle, not only by increasing your team's survivability but also by directly countering one of the key mechanics Maestro brings to the fight, his powerful stun effect. Here's what happens. During the battle with Maestro, there are 2 significant minions, the Soloist Horn and the Soloist Harp. The Soloist Horn in particular poses a serious threat, as it stuns nearby heroes. This stun can severely disrupt your team's performance and momentum, leaving your heroes vulnerable and unable to deal damage or use their abilities. The key issue here is that the only reliable way to remove the stun effect from your heroes is through healing. In our tests, we've found that relying on traditional anti-stun heroes like Sebastian or Chorus is ineffective against the Soloist Horn's stun. Despite Sebastian and Chorus typically being the go-to counters for negative effects like stuns, neither of them could remove or prevent the stun inflicted by the Soloist Horn during this battle. This means you can't rely on those heroes alone to keep your team safe from the stun effect. The only way to remove the stun is through active healing, which makes having a dedicated healer in your team absolutely essential. Whether it's Martha, Thea, or any of the other healers available in Hero Wars, a healer will ensure that not only are your heroes staying alive longer, but that they can also recover quickly from stuns inflicted by the Soloist Horn. Each healer brings different strengths, so choosing the right one for your team can make a huge difference. Not including a healer in your team against Maestro is a big mistake because there is simply no other reliable way to deal with the stun effect from the Soloist Horn. This mechanic makes healers even more valuable than in typical boss battles, as they serve a dual purpose, keeping your team alive and removing disabling effects that can otherwise cripple your chances of success. By having a healer on your team, you'll be better equipped to deal with both damage and the disruptive stuns, giving you a far greater chance of overcoming Maestro and his minions. The third big mistake you'll want to avoid when battling Maestro is not including a hero with control abilities in your team composition. Maestro's Soloist Horn plays a critical role in weakening your entire team, and the only way to effectively counter this is by using heroes who can apply negative effects such as stun, charm, silence, slow, blind, or mind control. In the boss battle, the Soloist Horn weakens all of your heroes, reducing their effectiveness in combat. This debuff can turn the tide of the battle against you, leaving your team vulnerable and unable to reach their full potential. The key to countering this weakening effect is to interrupt the Soloist Horn's ability by applying negative effects. Heroes with these types of abilities are crucial in your strategy against Maestro. For example, Arachne can stun enemies, Lian can charm opponents, Peppy can apply a variety of negative effects, and Judge can slow down enemies. By using these heroes and their control abilities, you can interrupt the Soloist Horn's weakening effect, ensuring your heroes remain strong throughout the battle. Each of these heroes can disrupt the Soloist Horn's ability to weaken your team, giving your heroes a better chance to deal consistent damage and maintain their effectiveness during the fight. Without a hero capable of applying these control effects, the Soloist Horn will continuously weaken your heroes, making it extremely difficult to overcome Maestro and his minions. Including a hero with strong control abilities ensures that you have a way to stop the Soloist Horn from crippling your team and gives you the upper hand in the battle. In conclusion, when battling the new Asgard boss, Maestro, avoiding these three critical mistakes will make all the difference in your success. Don't rely solely on physical damage teams, make sure you have a healer to counter the powerful stuns from the Soloist Horn, and always include heroes with control abilities to interrupt the weakening effects of the Soloist Horn. With the right strategy and team composition, you'll be well on your way to mastering this challenging fight. Now it's your turn. What strategies are you using to defeat Maestro? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below, let's help each other out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Hero Wars strategies, updates, and exciting content. Together, we'll keep growing and conquering every challenge Dominion throws at us. Salute and friendship, Guardians. Let's keep pushing forward and claim victory.